So, imagine having a Billboard hit, like millions of adoring fans and major brand deals with companies like Crocs, and you're only 21.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like the absolute dream.
Right, but now imagine all of that just completely unraveling because an abandoned 2023 Tesla gets towed in the Hollywood Hills. So today, we're taking a deep dive into the digital footprint of alt-pop singer D4vd, or David Burke.
And the mission for you today is tracking exactly how a viral star ended up facing capital murder charges in the death of 14-year-old Celeste Hernandez.
It's literally like reading a true crime thriller, where all the clues were just, well, they were broadcast to millions of fans in real time.
It really is. And what makes the timeline so staggering is just the sheer volume of clues left behind. We aren't just looking at closed police records here.
No, it's a massive digital trail.
Exactly. A trail that everyone could see.
So let's set up that contrast, because honestly, it is jarring. Like in 2022, D4vd just explodes on TikTok. His hit Romantic Homicide puts him on the Billboard chart.
Yeah, massive overnight success.
But then jump forward to September 2025. He's out touring for his debut album, Withered. And back in the Hollywood Hills, that Tesla registered in his name gets towed.
And inside the front trunk, police made a just horrific discovery. They found the dismembered, severely decomposed body of Celeste.
Oh, God.
Yeah, stuffed into 2 bug-covered bags.
It's just almost impossible to reconcile those two images, like playing packed arenas while that is just sitting in a trunk.
It's horrifying. And Celeste had actually been missing for quite a while by then, right?
Yeah, since early 2024.
Yes. Her family had reported her missing multiple times, starting back then when she was only 13 years old.
Okay, so I'm looking at this timeline, and I'm really struggling to understand the gap between her going missing and the public backlash.
Right, the timeline is definitely tricky.
Like, how did internet sleuths start connecting the dots before the police even named him a suspect?
Well, they essentially crowdsourced the investigation. Fans didn't just stumble on these clues, they actively cross-referenced them. So, for instance, they remembered a January 2024 Twitch stream.
Wait, a stream where she was actually on camera?
Exactly. Celeste briefly appeared on camera with D4vd. So when she went missing, people linked her disappearance back to that specific stream.
Wow, that is wild.
And later on, investigators actually found a digital camera in his rented house with photos of the two of them together.
It wasn't just old streams, right? Because I read that someone sent an anonymous email to his label.
Yes, to Interscope Records' main domain.
Yeah, literally begging them to do the right thing and send her home because her parents were worried. How does a massive entity like Interscope just sit on an email like that?
I mean, it's easy to assume a cover-up, right? But structurally, it's really about how labels process information. A generic domain inbox for a major label receives thousands of spam emails.
Oh, sure, just endless fan requests.
Exactly. Fan requests, wild claims every single day, so it likely just got buried in the noise.
But the noise got undeniable pretty soon after that.
Oh, absolutely. Especially when an unreleased song leaked online and its title was simply Celeste.
Which is insane. And then the fans just started dissecting everything. I mean, they tore apart the music video for his song One More Dance.
The one that literally depicted a body being stuffed into the trunk of a car.
Yes. It's like he was hiding in plain sight.
And that is the real chilling insight here. Because in the modern music industry, artists can pass off actual warning signs as just, edgy aesthetics.
Right, just dark art.
But once the internet connected those dots, the fallout was instant. Brands like Crocs, Hollister, and even Interscope dropped him purely based on reputational risk.
And this was months before an arrest.
Months before, the court of public opinion moves incredibly fast.
It's almost like the legal system is this freight train, It takes a massive amount of evidence to get it moving. But once it does, it crushes.
That's a great analogy.
But the internet, though, is like a swarm of bees. It doesn't need a verdict. It just needs a target.
Precisely. But those internet rumors obviously didn't just stay online. That same digital footprint that cost him his brand deals ultimately helped give prosecutors the context they needed.
Which led to his arrest.
Yes. On April 16th, 2026, police officially arrested him.
And the charges are extremely severe. We're talking first-degree murder, lewd acts with a minor, and mutilation of a body.
Right. The prosecutors are alleging a timeline of continuous abuse. They claim he killed her around April 2025.
And what was the motive?
The stated motive is that he wanted to prevent her from exposing him and destroying his music career.
Unbelievable.
Now, he has pleaded not guilty to all charges. However, because of special circumstances, specifically lying in wait and financial gain, prosecutors are considering the death penalty.
Which is just a heavy, heavy reality.
Yeah.
And this brings us back to you listening to Dip Dive.
Right, because this really affects how we all consume media.
Exactly. We've talked about how the internet caught him, but think about the algorithmic side of this. If an artist's streams skyrocket because true crime sleuths are dissecting their music videos for murder clues.
Then the streaming platform is making money.
Right. Is the platform complicit in profiting off the tragedy? Because the algorithm does not care why you are watching, just that you are.
It's a really dark intersection of digital footprints and the entertainment industry.
It really is. Something for you to think about the next time a scandal dominates your feed. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.